Welcome back to the channel. And Sandustry, the game where making money out of sand drives you nuts. Let's go. Alright, this is being recorded back to back from the previous video. Right. Previous video we saw we got a huge blockage over here. And it didn't allow for the water to go through. And that in turn sends the water over here as it starts getting heaped up. Okay, so now in this episode we want to take care of this slag. So what we're going to do is we are going to let this filter is for burnt slag. Alright, so we are going to... I took this down too far because if sand comes through it's supposed to fall down here. So that was my mistake. So let me fix that quickly. I'm just going to block this off. Let's block that off. Let's then create another pit quickly. Let's remove this. Let's just move all the slag over here. Let's let that keep on moving. Okay, as that is moving along, I'm gonna need to fix this bit over here. Let's take it up to there. That looks fine. Let's move the filters over. Alright, I have to block this off here. Copy this one over. Let's open this up again. Now remove these. Let's open it up here. And let's just quickly set another couple of lifters so that we can move this back to where it needs to be. This is how I play this game, by the way, a lot. I just move the stuff around, move it and move it and move it and move it until I'm happy where it needs to be. Especially when I've made a oopsie and I've got stuff where it's not supposed to be. There's lots of times where stuff gets mixed and then I just throw it all into one bin, and then afterwards I just move that whole bin to the starting point and let it sort it out itself again, filter it through. That's the way I play this game. That's why it takes me hours and hours and hours, but I love it. It's fun. It's really enjoyable, especially when you need to work out where stuff needs to go, and how you're gonna fix stuff and not move stuff by hand. Right, so I'm just gonna let this sit and move everything back. Alright, now that everything's where it's supposed to be, let's do this. We can take it down about 2. Excellent. We'll move it this way. Because the burn slag's gonna come through. now we have to set up burn slag process. Ooh, gold! I forgot about the gold! Alright, let's copy this over. No, what am I doing? Let's just copy these over. Now we're gonna have tons of gold coming along. Let's have a look. Come on, gold, come, let's go. Come, gold. Alright, they are bouncing along. Let's see how this works. Okay, so far this looks good. I think what I'm gonna do, just for safety's sake as well, is just block this off up until about here. Alright, look at that. Tons and tons of gold. Okay, now unfortunately this gold is stuck over here. There's nothing we can do about that. I've got an idea, but let's get the gold through quick. Let's just watch all the gold come through. Oh, and that's it. That's the last bit. Alright. Maybe if I do this. It has to be 2. No, it's not working. Okay, so we are losing a little bit of gold, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. We're going to be making lots and lots more. Alright. Alright, so let's start off with the burn slag. We are going to do 2 rows as before. Okay. Well, 3 rows actually. 3 rows we are going to. And by all means, if you guys have a better way of doing this, I am all ears, because this is the bit where I struggle the most, and this is the best I've found to do. Okay, so we want them to drop a long ways down. That should be far enough, I think. Maybe further. What do you guys think? Maybe about there, there. Let's say halfway-ish. We need about there. I think. Because then that's a long way to drop. All right, excellent. Look at what. Alright, so we are going to do this. I think we should replace this block with this block over here. Copy these along. Alright, that should be it. Okay. Finish this up all the way down here. What am I doing? Okay, how big of a headspace do we want to give this? Maybe up until here I think would be fine. Good stuff. Take this all the way down. take this all the way down to there, because we do want, or we can do it this way. There we go. Right, that should do it. Awesome. Right, it's gonna go through, it's gonna drop down here. Then we need to filter block gold. Let's give it some nice headspace, because I mean we saw how fast the what do you call it, how fast the spores heap up. Okay, so this actually has to go all the way down. No, what am I doing? I am cray. There we go. That. Let's have gold come up here. Alright. Excellent. Okay, so that when it drops, the gold will then be moved along up here. Pardon me. And we can actually then just let the gold merge back in here. Copy that over. There we go. Then we are left with spores. So let's make. What's the slag? Why is the slag down here? Oh, because we moved it earlier. Okay, cool. Then for now, let's have this be spore storage. Right. Then once we figure out how we're going to do the spores, we'll get the spores from the other side over to this side. Now is for the test. Let's see what happens. Alright, stack is burning. There we go, burn slacks fallen down. And they are going up. And let's hold thumbs. Okay, so this is about as much slag, burn slag that's going to come through. So this is a good test to see if we clog up. Look at the spores clogging up so quickly. I wonder. Spores are only falling down here. Okay, so if we burn a heap that's higher than that, we are gonna be in trouble. And the thing is, I don't want to I don't want to filter the spores through, because then what are we gonna do with the gold? We can't have the gold and then the spores come in between the gold, and maybe the best would be then either to lower this, or you let spores and gold through and then sort it out over here. That's an option. That is definitely an option. What we can do is Actually, what I'm thinking is, let's drop it all the way down. Let's get all the spores in here. Oops, what am I doing now? That's gonna block it. That was an accident. It's an accident. Did any of them come through? Doesn't look like it now. Right, so we'll give this whole piece as head weight. Then what we'll do is drop this all the way down. We'll have this come up. I'm just gonna do it all here. We will have to block this off over here. Because we are gonna need two lifters to bring it up. One is not gonna be enough. Then over here we do block. No, I'm gonna say allow gold to go through. Let's do it about yay high, I would say. This we need to stay. This we need to actually stay over here. Okay, then we're gonna move this all the way up. We're gonna move this all the way up. And we are going to replace okay, holding control and S at the same time, so we can replace these blocks. All the way to there. Oh, what am I doing? I left control too soon. There we go. I'm gonna have to fix this. That's fine. Fix that. Fine. Okay, so then the gold will be filtered through and brought into there. Okay, cool. Then we'll let the spores drop down here. We'll have a big old spore storage right over here. We can figure out what to do with it. Okay, so actually I want to make this maybe higher, I think. Or what do I want to do? Definitely higher. Allow gold to go through. Then I think we just take this up. We'll have some more, another one to allow gold to go through. Like so. Have this go all the way up, and then we'll have a conveyor. Just move it all along. Oops, I see what's happening. Now we are going to have spores in between the gold. Can I catch it before that happens? Oh, I can. Oh, so that actually doesn't go in there. I don't know because I usually don't blunder this big. Alright, let me get this moved to where it needs to be. I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, so as the spores are filling up, I wanted to say as the fours are spilling up. Oh, it's done. Okay. Water's still doing fine. Now we need to do the ultimate test. We have to push through a load to see what happens. Then burn it and see what happens. Alright, so let me get that set up. That means I'm gonna have to dig. Let me show you where I dug last episode to get that whole nice big pile we had. Okay, so I came down here, and I started digging over here. So let's do that. Let's start digging, going cray cray, going nuts over here, just blasting the hell. So what happens is I accidentally blasted this door open. This opens up this section over here. Now what happens is my it's not working over here. I'm stuck, but luckily this tells me I can go up here. Okay, so the grabber doesn't work inside here. Nothing works inside here except no gun. So we're gonna have to build ourselves a little path over here. That actually teaches you that snow falling into ice, falling into water becomes ice. That's what I meant. Okay, let's blast this open. Let's see what we got. Ooh, what's this? Let's see. Ta-da! Artifact acquired. Zorvix-22. Okay, so that's the first one we found. Alright, and then we can go. We can't go. No, I can't go up here. We're gonna have to blast through there once we get the rocket launcher. Okay, let's just get this level. I wanna get this level. Oops. Okay, there we go. Oh, got another cave. Okay, we might as well just dig all over this. Because this is blocked by ice. I'm not gonna melt that right now. Let's just get all the sand into the space. Now you can see what I've done in the last episode. Because we're gonna do it now. Okay, what I'm gonna do first is I wanna block off this. Up until about here, I'd say, and this all the way down here. We'll move this along. Like so. We're gonna have to do this by hand. I could have set up a little thing, but meh. Let's get you guys a little bit more gameplay going. Because this is what you'll be doing a lot of times. Alright, okay, so that's all the way down there. Before we extend that to bring it all the way up, let's quickly just change this around. We do want this blocked off. Just move these around. Right, we're gonna have to move these around as well. set up this way. Block that off, like so. And then lastly, just copy these couple of lifters over there. Alright, so that's gonna fill up that piece there. So let's go and extend these so they can start taking up the sand to the top. Alright, and we're gonna need a couple of these. Alright, so we took up this whole lot. Let's see, I hope that's gonna be big enough though. Let me see. Let me see if our planter is big enough. Yes, it is. No, this, I think this is too far up. I am going to lower this. I thought, the previous episode I thought to myself, that seems too far up. Almost the same as this. I think I should just open this up a little bit though. There we go. Oh, this box is getting full. Okay, failed miserably at doing that. Okay, let's just get this moved along so we can get that little bit in here. There we go. Okay, so now let's quickly switch this around. We don't want these. Let's block it off here. Let's do this. We are wanting to look at I am doing. I am being a numbnut. Nope. There we go. Let's extend these and then we put down. Lift this all the way over here. Alright, then let's open up this and see the magic happen. Okay, so we're gonna get a ton again going through. Let's see where the blockages are. I don't believe it's gonna be an issue going forward because we're not gonna get heaps of this unless you plan it that way, but then you have to build to accommodate for those heaps. But I don't see that we're gonna have heaps like this happening in the foreseeable future. Okay, so that's coming nicely along. Let's go see what's happening up here. Okay, so this is trapping the water, which will fall down here. So we are going to get water down here. But hey, what can we do? Is what it is, I suppose. This is still bringing water over here. What if we do this? You know what, I forgot about this. I actually saw somebody do this. I'm gonna take out that piece, right? I'm gonna take out that, and I think maybe this. And what we do is we put the vent down here and the other vent down here. Remove these vents. Where is our pipe remover? Let's just remove this bit, that bit. Let's take the pipe from over here like so. This thing should in turn not pump water higher than itself. We'll see now what happens. Allow red sand, no. I'm just gonna do this. Block. Oh, come on. Block a wet sand. Oh, that is normal sand. Okay. Okay. So what we'll do is then we'll just put one of these in here. I think I need to do that with all of these. Okay, so the blockage has come up very, very far. Okay, so as soon as the sand stops, obviously the blockage gets cleared, but it wasn't a disaster though. We didn't have sand coming through. The water level stays clear, but we're not getting water over here. So what I'm thinking is to do this and this. All right. Let me block this off. Then what we're gonna try is we are going to put the liquid vent over here and over here. Okay. Let's grab a heap of sand, because I want to see how it goes if I put the vents over there. And then what I can do is we do this. We put this over here. Now the water level shouldn't go higher than this. It's not supposed to. We're gonna need another heap to see if it works. Okay, but that should be fine. Let me open this up. Okay, so that works. Okay, good. The water level is getting lower with every time we send normal sand through, because the water uses, or the sand uses water. I almost said the water uses sand. Okay, so what we need is, I need to fill in this up to here again, and this one as well. Oh, I am a idiota. Need to obviously connect these with the pipes. You know what? I messed this whole thing up. Just give me a second. Look at the pipes. Look at the piping. Pipes need to have a block in between them, otherwise they are gonna fuse. Alright. Let's get that going. Thank you, Mr. Sand. We need a vent up here, and then a vent here. Okay. Then we've got this going, and that, And that. Then we can have a pump here, and that's it. Let's just do this. For if there's a bit of sand that comes through here, it will just shoot it this way. Alright, then I can do this like so. There we go. Alright. Hopefully, you see, our water has run dry. We are gonna need some water, yeah. These, just want to make sure these. Okay, so there is some water coming again, but I've missed this whole piece. Oh no, I haven't, because this was just shaking. We're getting a whole heap. Let's see what happens now when we burn this. Alright, and she's burning. Alright, now that has gone as good as we were hoping it would. Oh no, why? Why Mr. Burnt Slag? Alright, so while that's sieving, we are running out of water, guys. We are going to have to vaporize some more water. Let's just vaporize this whole tank. Everything. Okay, now I'm not gonna waste your time with trying to get that little bit down there. We're gonna have to upgrade the flamethrower. Where tools? Is it tools? Flamethrower, yeah. Range of the flames. We are going to have to do that to get that not taking 2 days to actually vaporize those. That little bit down there. Alright, so let's do this puddles over here. These puddles, get them all vaporized. Get this vaporized. Okay, we got one Speedy Gonzalez. Look, let me zoom in for you. Speedy Gonzalez, little water particles. So we're gonna vaporize that. I don't know if there's one or two in there. There was just one. Okay. Alright, so those are going up. Let's go see what the water situation's like. Okay, so that's going through there. I forgot everything's getting pumped to the other side. Alright, so we got the running water again. Ooh, this is filling up. Ooh, okay. What do I do? We want pumps so that when it reaches here, let's say over here, let's just make it over here. If the water does reach over here, let's just take these out and put this back. Then it should be pumped. I'm looking for pipes. Thank you very much. Back. Okay, so remember there must be a block between the pipes, otherwise they fuse together. And if these fuse together, it's just gonna complete the cycle over here. So, but we want to cycle all the way back. All the way back. Okay, how am I going to do this? We are going to have to remove... No, what am I doing? Let's get a pipe remover. Remove these pipes. And move them around. Like so. There we go. Then we get them a pumping over here. Alright. There we go. Okay. Now we are just cycling the water again. This does not look like that's pumping fast enough. So what I am going to do is, let's remove these two. Oops, that is my bad. I don't think this is going to work though. Okay, but that should keep the level. There we go. Now let me see what happened to to the water came out here. Where did the water go? Oh, it should have fell into... Oh, look at this. Lottie's cave. So if we then get rid of the water over here, and over here, okay, we've got more water than we need at the moment, which is a rare thing. Believe me, you can ask anybody playing this game. Having more water than needed is very rare. Okay, I think this is too small of a tank. Alright, but let's keep it this way. Okay, all the access will drop down into Lottie's cave. That's fine. How much money we got? We got 4,080. We are going to research guns. And the next, refining. So, this is it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.